Yo, what is up, guys? It's Cone, back here again today with another video. This is going to be probably a quicker one. I just wanted to talk about the Thunder-Lakers game that just happened. I just want an excuse, really, to talk about the Thunder. Wasn't able to watch enough games today to do a full recap of the games. I had a lot of work to do, but this game was incredible. It was so cool to see my whole timeline watching the game. I love when the Thunder, even if they don't have this game on national TV, it's so fun to see the Thunder get to play in front of a large crowd, playing a team like the Lakers, which they pushed to overtime. Only 8 guys tonight. No Muscala, no Roby, no Teo Maladone, obviously no George Hill, who's going to be out till around the trade deadline. He might have already honestly played his last game in a Thunder jersey, but just barely losing to the Lakers in OT, 119-112. This is a really fun game to watch, man. And if you're a team that's kind of looking to tank this Thunder, the Thunder just aren't capable of tanking. We're just not. It's just not possible. Even when we're missing a bunch of guys, we play really, really hard. But if you're a team that's looking to get a good draft pick and build for the future, this was a perfect game. You play right up until the end. You just barely lose in the end, and all the guys show out that you want to show out. Real quick, I'm going to give a shout out to a bunch of guys. Horford struggled shooting tonight, but he had 14, 5, and 3. Still a decent night. Baisley with a 21, 16, and 3 double-double. He was amazing tonight. He has so much potential. He just has to find that consistency, and he's going to be a big problem for the league. Hamidou Diallo, 20, 11, and 2. He honestly might have had the best development of any player so far this season. He's been so good. Makes all the hustle plays great defense. His jumper looks good, which I honestly never expected it to look good. It's always been kind of bad, but he's knocking down some threes here and there. He's gotten pretty consistent with a mid-range jumper, and his ability to just leap over any defender and put the ball in the basket is unreal. Dort's definitely struggling offensively recently. I think he went 0 of 6 from 3 tonight, but he'll be okay. Still played pretty good defense, had 7 and 3. Justin Jackson, man, had 14. He balled out today, and I'm happy to see it because I still think there is some potential in there, that somewhere in there. Hopefully, the Thunder can find it. This team or this organization is just so good at maximizing talent and finding talent in hidden places that I would not be surprised if Justin Jackson becomes a solid rotational player at some point. Before I get into SGA, my favorite player, the performer of the game on the Thunder side, I'll talk about the Lakers real quick. Marc Gasol had some pretty good possessions, but he honestly didn't play that much. He was just getting outplayed tonight by Montrezl Harrell, so there wasn't much of a need for him. LeBron, best player in the world. It happens. 28, 14, and 12. He was incredible. Schroeder, man, I miss I miss when he was killing teams in the clutch for us. 19, 7, and 5. He's just really good. He came up super clutch in both the fourth quarter and overtime. We just couldn't stop him. Played some great defense on SGA down the stretch, especially in overtime. Fourth quarter, SGA couldn't really be stopped, but in overtime, great defense. KCP 8, 2, and 4, decent game. Montrezl Harrell was fantastic tonight. 21, 8, and 2. He had a few blocks too. Just great performance from him overall. I would like to see him stop looking for a foul call every time he shoots the ball, but it's going to happen. Shooter should have won 6th Man of the Year. Wesley Matthews, 16, 3, and 1. He killed us tonight. This was probably his best game of the season. Other than the game, I believe earlier in the season, it was against the Spurs where he shot like 6 of 6 from 3 or something like that. He had a really good game tonight. He just really killed us, especially in overtime. He had a 3 that really just sunk the team. Kuzma, 11 and 10. I honestly was kind of surprised Kuzma didn't play more minutes. He didn't even start this game. Markieff Morris did in the absence of Anthony Davis. Kuzma just struggled shooting tonight, but he had some really good defensive possessions. So even though he wasn't knocking down shots, he was super impactful. He deserves some credit. He's been a really impactful player for the Lakers so far this season. And finally, I'm going to go back to the Thunder side of the ball. SGA, man, was incredible tonight. He had 29 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. He just did it all tonight, man. And with only 8 guys on the roster, he tried to will this team to a win, just barely couldn't get it done. But the way he played tonight, man, he is an all-star. Some people might not believe it. I think if you don't believe it, you're really not watching the games. But this man deserves to be an all-star. The way he has carried this team night in and night out, the way he has performed every single night. There's not a single night where SGA has a bad game. He just comes out, leaves it all on the floor. He has the potential to put up a triple-double almost every single night. He has the potential to put up a double-double most nights. His playmaking is unbelievable. His ability to finish around the rim. He had this crazy layup. I tweeted it. Where Montrezl Harrell had his arm up like this, and SGA contorted his left arm back and under and flicked it up and in off the glass. It's just unreal. I haven't seen any player do that since that's like a Kyrie type finish. It's like it was that amazing. He had like two or three like side step back threes, one in the corner, which there is no way that shot should go down. Another one from the elbow. He's just unbelievable. Just the plays he makes, and to see the timeline get so hype about him. I saw so many people that aren't even Thunder fans talking about Shai. I'm hoping that this game pushes him more into the national spotlight in terms of this All-Star berth, because man, he deserves it. I'm gonna be so sad if he doesn't get it. Um, I just, man, it's incredible to watch. We are so lucky, or I'm so lucky as a Thunder fan, and just Thunder fans in general are so lucky to be able to have him as our franchise cornerstone. Incredible player, man. It's just so nice to watch. Wearing the SGA jersey right now over the hoodie. I don't know what else to say. I just kind of wanted to talk about the Thunder for a little bit. This was a great game. I'm gonna keep talking about the fact that everyone on the timeline was watching. I saw so many people both tweeting at me, people just tweeting about Shai, people just tweeting in general about the Thunder game. And I love when this Thunder team gets recognition, because this Thunder team is a lot of fun. I had multiple people tweet at me tonight that this Thunder team, even though they're supposed to be tanking, so much fun, and I couldn't agree more. Even when we lose in really close efforts. Mark Daigneault has this team playing hard as hell. I love the way he has coached this team so far. Complete hustle, every possession, no possessions off. Everyone's fighting for every loose ball. They're going for every rebound. They're trying to make the most of their minutes. And really, this is a team full of guys trying to prove themselves. So it makes sense that they're all playing really hard. And the way that Mark Daigneault has got them not only play hard, but play for each other, the way they play team basketball, the way they hype each other up, it's just really fun to watch, man. I love this Thunder team. It's probably one of the worst, maybe the worst Thunder team that we've seen since they like moved to OKC. But they're still super fun to watch. I love this team. I watch every single game all the way through. And if you aren't watching Thunder games, I recommend you do, because otherwise you're going to miss out on a future superstar in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander ball out every night. And you better hope that SGA doesn't come to play your team anytime soon, because even though we're not good, sometimes we're great, you know. So, but that being said, I think that's all I want to talk about. Vote Shai Gilgeous-Alexander into the All-Star game. If you hate me, then don't. But if you don't hate me, then please vote for him in the All-Star game. Like I said, if he doesn't get in, I'm gonna be so sad, and I'm gonna be really salty on Twitter, and you don't want to see that. So just go ahead and vote for him. You know, just go do it. With that being said, I will see you guys later. Everyone, stay back.